suck on the SAT. Here's my mommy.
Hopefully, no matter when this SAT happens, that message of good luck helps you out a little bit. So, are you hanging out?
Yes.
Okay. Our next question comes from part D. It is number 13, the very last one, and it is a grid-in, so we have absolutely no answer choices to help us out. Number 13 and number 12 both deal with the same picture. Unfortunately, I don't have an easy way of projecting that picture, so you'll have to look in your binder for that one. It does say in the 8th trial, so I'm going to focus in that graph on number 8, trial number 8, which is along the x-axis. And it says, as a percentage of the number of problems, participant 2 answered correctly. So looking at that graph, I see participant 2 is the one with the solid line. And I see that participant 2 answered 50% of the questions correctly. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a note of that. How many more problems did participant 1 answer correctly? Now, participant 1 is the dotted line, and participant 1 answered 60% correct, and I can find both of those percentages by reading the y-axis. Now, really, wanting to know how many more, but it says in terms of a percent, means we are looking for a percent change. Now, percent change is probably something you first experienced in Algebra 1, maybe a little bit in Algebra 2, but it'd probably be helpful to kind of commit the formula, if you will, for percent change to memory. To find percent change, we subtract our two values. So for us, we have 60 minus 50, which is 10, and you always divide by our original number. Now in this case, our original number would be participant 2 because I am comparing participant 1 back to participant 2. So if I do 10 divided by 50, I get 0.2, multiply by 100, and that means 20% more questions were answered correctly by participant 1 versus participant 2. Now, paying close attention to how it does say to go ahead and grid those in. I realize you didn't have a grid to practice, but it's always good to think about that. It said ignore the percent symbol. There is no option for gridding in the percent symbol, so we would ultimately just grid in a 20. Hopefully that helped. Keep those questions coming.